Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a panel of ladies to my right and to my left. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Michelle.
Hi.
This is my niece. This is my friend Shanika.
Hi.
My name is Diana, and to my left is Mary Lou. Today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to go ahead and do Fun Fridays, and it's basically girl talk, and the topic is going to be about how men approach women for the first time. I'm going to go ahead and start with my friend Shanika, and we're going to go ahead and welcome her again, and we're going to hear about her life experiences. Go ahead.
Well, I've had moments, I'm sure everybody's had moments where you get approached everywhere, whether it's a club or, you know, some type of just bar or pub, or sometimes even out in the street. But I've had moments where, well, not even moments, I've had a moment where somebody approached me in a library. I think that was kind of weird, like a library. Like, how would you feel if somebody approached you in the library? Like, you can't talk, you can't really be like, hey. So it was kind of awkward because he was like,
I said, hey, send me a text.
Right, he was like, excuse me. And I'm like, are you talking to me? It was kind of weird because it's like, we're in a library, so it's kind of awkward.
Wait, how old are you?
I was about maybe like 15, 16.
Oh,
so it's weird.
At what age did men started like approaching you?
And that's funny you asked that, because I saw something on FB and they said, how old were you when men started looking at you sexually? And that's kind of another thing that we can speak on while we're speaking about how men approach you. You're at any age, even the girls in this generation now, where you're like 16, 15, sometimes even 14, and men are.
But then a lot of these girls don't even look like they're 15.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. They physically like boom, ba ba bam, and then they speak it. So it's a little bit of everything. So for, you know, somebody to approach you, whether you were young or whether you were old, it's always like, okay, I don't know how to go about it. But at that age, at that point in moment, I was like 15, 16 years old, so I'm just like, okay.
As a teenager.
I'm kind of weird. We're in the library. So that was a kind of weird experience for me, but I've had all types of moments. And then you have the guys where you don't want to talk to them, and then it's like the total opposite. I don't know if we can curse, but it'd be like, oh, well, whatever, you were anyway. And it's like, why, when you just came to approach me and now you completely switched it up? So how do y'all feel about those type of moments where, you know, the guy gets rejected when they approach you?
Well, it's basically different situations, because they say when a woman goes outside, it all depends, because you dress, the way you dress also can attract.
That shouldn't be. You could dress how the heck you want to dress. That shouldn't be that.
That's correct. It's true. I agree. But when the summer comes around, you know, we tend to want to look pretty, and yeah, we shouldn't have to go outside worrying about, you know, I have to cover up, I have to do this. But when you do go outside and you show a lot of, you know, cleavage, a lot of extra things.
What society says.
Right. You tend to attract a lot of men, and sometimes a lot of women too.
Yeah, but then should you be like talked down to just because, like, I don't think that just because you wear a certain type, whatever it is that you wear, you should, like, that should be an excuse for men to go ahead and talk to you the way that they want to talk to you. Like,
I think that
you deserve this because you're wearing this.
I
talk to
agree.
you how the heck I want to talk to you.
I think that it doesn't really, not that it doesn't matter, but men are always going to try to talk you down.
Men are, or all men.
Some men tend to mature, you know, they take longer. Me, for example, I don't like the attention. I'm very, you know, pretty.
Sexy mama.
Yes, self-love, girls. Self-love, confidence. Yes.
Difference.
So
Tough love.
tough, yeah. Eat a cracker.
What do you think, Michelle?
We would like to know what you think.
Just overall approaches, just like Diana
You know, when
said.
you go out,
Approaches, it actually scares me. When somebody's trying to talk to me, I just want to like run. I like don't.
Why?
I don't know. I feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Like when I'm walking the street and somebody's trying to. I don't know. It just makes me feel.
Because of the way
is uncomfortable.
Maybe the way
approach.
maybe the way
Right,
that they're looking.
like it's a different way
Right.
of approach depending on how you look. I've noticed that
like a
in
trend,
my own self.
like a trend.
Yes.
Sometimes they'll,
Which
like you
is
said,
crazy. I mean, and it's not
It's
all
true.
men, though.
And
It's the way
sometimes,
you-
even when girls go out there on sweaters,
Oh,
I think that's when
definitely.
they're mostly looking at you
Yes.
and you're sweating.
When you're comfortable in your
I'm like, oh my
comfortability.
god, I just put this on
know,
and I'm
yeah,
just,
I don't even. I'm not.
and then we are talking about it, like, I don't understand. And then when you fix yourself, and nobody's really looking at you. Like there's a difference. I don't know.
it's just
Which is
weird, but
Yeah.
it's reality. And like I said, you know, when I go out with, you know, sweater, hair up, you know, I get all the attention. And then of course when I get all sexy up and stuff, you know, I still get attention. But I try not to, because like you said, I do feel uncomfortable. Even though women out there know that they're pretty and they look
Yes.
good, they have the hair, they have the look, the face. You know, some women don't like the attention. It feels uncomfortable. So this is why, you know, I feel like, you know, women sometimes just go out there, look a certain way, try to stay away from all that.
Yeah, you know what I think? I think it's not much that we don't like the attention. Yes, the.
I
Okay, you think
don't-
I'm cute, okay, but don't go overboard.
Like you
Like
said,
I
it's
don't
the
mind,
approach. It's the approach
right?
of it.
I don't mind, you know, if you look at me and smile at me, like okay.
Like, yo, you look good, mom.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh,
Don't you
that's
like
so
that?
serious. Now that's
I don't mind
disrespectful.
that.
Very
Like I don't
disrespectful.
mind that you. If you look fine, it's you. You want to look fine, whatever. Look at all you want, but don't like go overboard. Don't be like, hey,
Yes.
mommy, see that you married? No, you don't see the.
So basically, that brings us back to what you mentioned, Shanika.
Uncomfortable.
No, in reference to how they approach us. And when we ignore men,
Oh man,
Right.
when women ignore man,
Some men.
it becomes some men, it becomes an issue, and that's where the uncomfortability comes.
Yes.
Because now you're not in danger, but you could be. This is a stranger, and it's like,
they start insulting you.
how can you approach
Yeah.
a man
Results.
and say no without even knowing if they're gonna hurt you, attack you, or do you understand?
God,
Sometimes-
you say that when
yeah.
I was young, I used
Yes.
to just always smile and say
say
hi
thank
back
you.
and say thank
Yeah,
you because I was afraid that either they will come and do something to me. You know, like I was always scared to like if I ignore him, would he like hit
Right.
me or would he?
Right.
Yeah,
Even till this day, at this
insult
age,
me?
same thing.
Because of the way that I don't know. I guess we were brought up a certain. I don't know if it has to do with the way we were brought up.
Yeah, I think it does.
I agree.
And that also brings us to when you're saying when we dress up and we go outside, we don't have to feel any type of way. It's the same thing when the man approaches the woman. You don't have to feel a certain way, but that's in reality how you feel. That's how we make, because we are basically in this cruel world where, you know.
I wonder how it would be if the tables were turned. If women start acting like men, which in not for
certain-
nothing, it's happening.
Yes.
Oh, we you know, they
Women
have the
are
thing where it's
turning.
like the don't go outside with gray sweatpants on.
Oh yeah.
Cause I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, come here, Pop. Yeah, like come here. Like I see you with your gray sweats on.
Come
You
here,
look
Pop.
good. You look good.
Ven acá.
So it's kind of weird.
The other way around, where we would be the ones to do that all the time.
Right.
How would they feel?
I don't think that they will like it.
Well,
Some.
Some
Because
they
now,
have
yeah.
pros and cons.
It
They'll be like,
balances
oh,
out.
they'll probably
Yeah.
look at us crazy like, what's wrong with us? You know?
Right.
You know?
No, not only that, but how about when men approach you and you have your partner next to you? Not only approach
no,
you,
they
but
don't.
look at you or give you this, you
Gabby
know,
grill.
vibe.
Gabby will grill. Oh
Right, it's uncomfortable again because it's like, okay, you notice the man is looking at you while you're holding
It
your,
has happened.
and it's like, what
It
do you
has happened to
do?
me too.
You know, you get caught out there because sometimes you're like, oh,
And sometimes Gabby won't notice.
right.
Or sometimes I notice.
And who is Gabby for those that don't
Oh,
know?
Gabby's my husband.
See, the best thing is he
Because
has
when he
confidence.
does notice,
What do you
It's
do?
like, y esa falta de respeto. I'm like, Gabby, don't
Yes.
start. Don't start, Gabby. Like, I don't know, with some men feel like they could go ahead and disrespect other men.
And
Yes.
go past those boundaries.
And yeah, it's like,
Without knowing the situation, the background, or like how long you've been in that relationship, you know, people assume
right, it doesn't matter. I feel
men,
like
women
don't
even
care.
it doesn't matter.
some
Like
don't care.
even
They
if
push that
if you're
button.
with a guy, no matter what it like respect, because you don't know who could that be. I mean, that could be your brother, but that could be her husband,
Right.
or her boyfriend, or her partner, whatever the case is. You have to have a level of respect. And that's another thing. I feel like a lot of human beings in general, human beings don't have respect for one another.
I just want to add, I don't know if this is going off topic, but I always told this to myself, that you don't know the state of mind that a person is in.
Right.
You got to learn and know how to approach someone, because that can become an issue.
Yeah.
And some people, they don't give a shit.
And some people don't care, and they will, you know, like I
That's
said.
why you see a lot of stuff going on now. People coming out of their cars shooting up people.
Yeah.
People
That's what
coming
I'm
out
saying.
because road rages are crazy. And like now people are carrying out guns. You don't even know you could be sitting next to someone.
Do you have
No guns here.
weapons.
Yes. But no, I'm serious. Like you could be sitting down in the train station with somebody. That person could have a gun on them, and you don't even know.
Yes.
One wrong, yo, you can't even look at somebody the wrong way. Like, don't even smile. Matter of fact, don't look. Just go like this.
And don't
That's a
step
lot
on
of
their
New Yorkers.
Jordans.
That's a lot of
'cause
New Yorkers.
That's the thing where you don't even know. You can't
even
like, you
look,
have to be
stare.
worried about how you dress. You have to worry about how you look. You have to worry about if you smile, if you don't smile, if you say hi, if you don't say hi. Like, you gotta worry about all those things, and it's crazy.
It is. This is why, you know, for men and women, we have to take a lot of things into consideration, because, you know, it's a lot that we actually go through. Not only indoors, outdoors, you know, single, not single, family.
What about everybody else's stories of a guy's approach?
Well, there's only one that will always
charming.
stood out for me because that changed my life completely. And it was a time where I was coming out of school with my sister. We both have recently, my father and my mother bought us North Face.
How old were you at the time?
I would say 15.
Oh, see, so same age
Same
bracket.
around, right?
And it was these two guys that came and they was like trying to talk to me and my sister. And like me and my sister's holding hands walking down, and I'm like, don't look, don't look, don't look, because obviously they gave us bad vibes.
Right.
And that's another thing, like I go by vibes. And if you give me this bad vibe,
Yeah.
I gotta stick with that because I don't know.
Just your gut.
There's a reason
But
why.
I do
God.
want to say something about the vibes and the energy.
Mhm.
You know, our body let us know, and sometimes we tend to ignore it, and that's
Oh,
a
yes.
major issue. You know, so if your body is letting you know something, if your vibe, if your
that
energy,
gut.
that
Gut
gut,
feeling.
you guys, we need to listen to our bodies and go, you know, with our first instinct.
And so we walking in, me and my sister, we felt it right away. And we're like, oh, so they're like, shorty, come, we want to talk to you. Oh God, they try to like talk us all the way. As we are getting towards the bus stop, one grabbed me and one grabbed my sister and one put a gun on me and stole my North Face. They didn't steal my sister's North Face because she had a small North Face, like a girl North Face. I had the guy North Face. I always like to cover up because of how guys used to approach me. Because when you're younger, you know,
You're voluptuous.
yes. So,
Yes.
you know, they look at that and they want to talk to you and they want to do this and they want to do that. And listen here, you want to be part of it?
Apparently.
But, you know, so I always would wear big things. I would wear big coats, I would wear sweaters. Like, I didn't like to show off.
Back at that time, I think all of us had that perception of, okay, everything we cover up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're still young,
yes.
we're still fresh, so it's just like cover up.
Yes, at 14,
Like the
I wanted to be
90s.
like,
It's like that. That's all we
Pepe
wore.
jeans
Was
and
big
Oh my
stuff.
God, Pepe jeans, yes.
no, so it was like
Pele
that. Pele pele. But then at 15, 16, I want to cover up. So then that happened. I got assaulted,
Sorry.
got
Yeah.
robbed, and then that changed my whole my whole
Perspective,
life.
yes.
The way I came out my house. When I would walk down the street, I wouldn't go with a group of guys. There was a group of guys that would cross the street. I couldn't go
To
through
avoid it, yes.
Right.
because I never knew what was the intention, and my mind always stood. And even to this day, I think that I'm still going
And that's okay.
through it.
That's okay.
And mind you, that was when I was 15. So
And it's okay. And that's okay.
I don't like when men approach me. Like, I don't care. Look, what the hell is your eyes? You could look at. I'm not the type to be like, don't look at me or whatever. Like sometimes. Don't look at me. But like on a regular, don't approach me. Don't come close to me because you know, I
You don't know
have
their
that.
intentions.
Right.
Because she has.
And I have that embedded in my
That
head.
embedded.
So yeah, that was one approach I would never figure. So don't come approach me.
Seriously, don't approach her.
Cheers to that.
Don't approach her. Don't.
But yeah, that's one experience I will never forget, guys. That's it. Okay.
So before I start with my story, I just want to add or say that, like she said, she doesn't mind, or we don't mind that guys approaches. There's sometimes, you know, guys that, you know, men, they come and they approach us the right way. You know, good morning, God bless you.
Yeah.
I respond to that because
Oh, yeah,
it shows me that you have respect. But once you say good morning and we say hello and you're like, hey, how you
They wanna have a
doing?
conversation.
Yeah,
You know, they
that's all
wanna
extra.
That's why I don't open the door.
and invade your space,
Yes,
it
yes.
becomes a problem.
I don't open the door.
I don't open that door.
Don't knock my door. You better call me.
We're gonna
before you come
close
over
the
here.
I
door,
go just
shut
like
it
this.
down.
And I keep walking. I don't even
Yes.
open my
You
mouth.
give them the finger, they want to take the whole hand.
Yeah.
No.
I don't open my mouth. I just go.
Yes, no. It's like
No.
no access.
No.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
today.
You're giving them access. You opening that door. for
And I
them
was
to
so
be like,
friendly when I was young. I think that's why.
That's another, yeah.
was
I don't
very
know if to
friendly.
say that's an issue
Being friendly.
because that's the way that you are.
There's cons and cons.
No, I agree. I concur. Like when you're young, you know, you're more open to everything because you haven't had that experience yet. You know what I'm saying? You haven't had that experience of things happening to you, or haven't have experience of somebody else where something happens to them. So you're more open. You're more open. But when you get older, it's like, okay, yeah, I've had the experiences now. I know what to do.
Right.
So I completely understand. Like, okay, I was friendly. Yeah, we all were friendly.
We
But
all
now that we're
friendly,
older,
yeah.
we're like.
But you was gonna say something.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's okay. we
I
can
think
come back
that
to you.
The experience of when you're
I
young.
said I was gonna say that when we're young, we don't know any better. Like we just don't know any better. We just want to be our own boss. We want to do
we
whatever
think we know it.
Yeah, we do think that we know
Yeah.
it, but we don't know any better until like,
I knew a little bit
we
though.
experience it. Yeah. Since when?
My mother, my father be like, "You don't say it now." I was like, "I guess I do."
I already know. I know how to do that. I know.
Yes. Like, do you know how to
Wipe your own
Yeah.
No. My people say that all the time.
all the time?
Yeah,
Say the
Yes.
age of time.
And I used to,
Just
and you know
saying.
what I used to respond to that?
Huh.
I'm like, yeah, with soap and water.
And that's when you see the chancleta. Okay.
Yup.
Lying over.
That is exactly how it was.
And no matter how, it always catches you.
Yes.
Okay, so I wasn't a teenager. This actually happened about, I could say, 2 years ago. And it was in my workplace.
Those are the worst ones.
Yeah. So, you know, because of work, you have to tend to be, you know, nice and professional to your customers. There's going to be men, women approaching you, so you don't know, because you're working, you have to approach them a certain way. You got to be friendly, you have to be professional, you have to smile. But this guy, I, you know, deliver in his building, and he approached me very nice, very friendly. Again, he was my customer, and I saw it as that because I was working. And I would say hi to him, how you doing? He was like, oh, everything is fine. You know, he was like, you're very beautiful. I didn't take it as anything. I just took it as a nice compliment. I told him thank you. You know, the next day came, he started, you know, buying me like little M&Ms, you know, chocolate. He feels
Did you tell
good.
him you like that? Because I know you like that.
Yeah, I informed him because, you know.
So wait, you do get nuts for free.
It happened like that for a few days. I was, you know, it's good to know that you're appreciated, you know, the job that you do. So, you know, when they tend to come and give you different little gifts here and there, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. As the weeks passed by, he kept bringing gifts. You know, I was saying thank you, I'm very appreciative. We was laughing, talking, you know, I was giving the mail. He was asking questions about job, you know, related. As, you know, the third week comes around, I'm picking up my work, and I see that he's standing outside and he's basically staring at me, and I'm like, you know, so I was like, okay, maybe he needs something, maybe, you know, questions. This is why we say when men approach, we feel
Intentions.
afraid. We don't know
Yeah.
intentions, you know, but again, it's it's different with when you work, because it's like you have to consider
your
them
guard
as
is
those
a
are
little
customers.
down. Your guard is a little down.
Right, your guard is a little down. And anyways, overall, long story short, it happened like that every day. I felt uncomfortable. I didn't know how to, if I should approach him anymore. He would just stand there and stare. There were times that he would come with little bags and bring me, snacks here and there, and I just stopped basically receiving it. And I guess he got bothered because of the, first approach. When I first approached him, I received everything, thinking that everything was gonna be okay, everything is friendly.
What does your job say about that? About receiving gifts from customers?
Or was it
I don't think
outside?
Are you okay?
They're not. I don't think they're supposed to accept it.
You're
No,
not.
gifts of more than like $20.
Okay.
Gifts like
Because we're not
M&Ms.
supposed to accept anything.
Yeah, they told us
Because
that we're
it's
not
like
supposed to,
private.
and then the supervisor
Yeah.
was like, anything less than 20 is fine.
Right.
Okay.
So that, like I said, M&Ms, a drink, a water,
Did at
because-
any point you felt like, okay, this is kind of weird that somebody keeps bringing me gifts? Like, did at any point you feel kind of weird about that?
At the beginning, like I said, no, because it was customer friendly, professional,
Yeah,
nice.
there are they're friendly people like that.
Right. But then after a while, like I said, when I saw him standing there staring at me, I was just like, okay, something's going on. And I didn't want to approach him because I was like, I didn't know what to expect, his intentions. I did report it to my job, of course, and as the issue got fixed, I actually got changed to a different location because it ended up that he was a stalker.
Oh, wow.
And
He was a stalker.
He was
so
a
this
stalker.
is the first incident.
Yeah, like,
Oh, gosh. That's
he basically wanted to know, more about me, and this is my job.
He was
You know,
studying.
I-
So wait, did they ended up, because, okay, now it's not you, now it's the next person.
Right.
That's what I was
So
thinking too.
what did they do in
About
that
him.
case? Did they do
Like, do you
anything?
know anything?
Like-
No, in that case, they basically, visited the person, that they know what's going on in the situation, and not to happen again. But who's to say?
Right.
You understand?
That kind of reminds me of the Netflix show You. Have y'all seen that?
Oh, yes.
I just started
With
seeing
Joe.
it.
Have
Right.
y'all-
Yes. I
Go
see
watch
that.
You on Netflix, y'all.
Yes.
It's really
I haven't seen it
informative.
before. I see it.
Yeah. It's really good. It gets intense.
So, and another
Right.
thing
So
is,
that's when it says,
he's considered to be a stalker. So that's more.
That just, like,
that's more
kills
to
it,
say.
like,
that's
Like, they're
scary.
probably not even looking at your. They're just thinking about one.
Yes, well, yeah, they're not even
Right,
thinking
they're
about
not
anything.
even. They don't even.
You
You know what it was?
Or maybe
Their
I was just a
thing is-
target.
No,
He
the
just-
thing is, you accepted.
Yes.
Right.
So you gave
So-
him the okay.
I could go and be like, oh no, thank you, and be like, oh no, thank you, and no, thank you, and he might not go after me. But the minute that you say, oh, okay, thank you, you're receiving it.
That's
Right.
the
So you
fault.
give him
Yeah.
the,
But then
it's
people
People
okay.
always say that.
Right,
You
for
only
stalkers.
allow.
Right.
You allow it. Is this
And that's
how
when
you
it
say
comes
it.
whether should you be friendly or not? Should you say hi or not? If I say hi, you
But
gonna
how
take it as I'm flirting
how
with
will you relate, or how will you handle this situation, especially like when you're working and these are considered your customers? Like, okay,
When
You still gotta
with
put
your kind of
boundaries.
job, I would hide by.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Because
still have
you're
to
in the
put
streets by
boundaries.
yourself, right? You delivering mail by yourself. You don't have nobody with you. Like
Yeah.
me in the office, I had other people. So if I had to give a call to somebody from the next room, they'll come, and which has
Right.
happened because I've gotten crazy
Yes.
patients. But but with you and your kind of job, there shouldn't be no, hi, how you doing? Have a good day. Bye bye. That's it.
Right.
Here's your mail. Here's my mail. Especially. And I won't say especially men, because there's women that can be like that too.
Yeah,
There's
there
women
is.
stalkers.
yes, women too.
There's men and women out there, you be like,
Yeah.
no. So,
Yeah,
for on your type of description of job, I
Right.
wouldn't even accept
Yeah,
that.
so for me, like it was
no nuts for free.
a scary, situation experience, and I won't want nobody to experience that.
So how would you approach that now that this has happened to you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Now I would approach it like you mentioned. I would
High and by.
keep high and by, professional. Just if it has to relate with the job, then I'll answer any questions. If I can't handle that or answer that, then I'll give them the number directly to the company so they can contact them for further information. Besides
There's
that,
another way that they can go in, right? They can be like, oh,
Right.
my package, how do I do it?
Exactly.
And then you're like, oh, okay, let me help you. And you're like, oh crap.
I mean, again.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that, you know, I'm safe. Everything is good. Everything has been resolved.
Yes.
But, you know, we gotta be, you know, for women out there,
Attentive.
attentive. You
More
gotta try
observant.
to more observant and avoid certain things. You know.
And guys, remember, there's no nuts for free.
Yes.
Your approach.
So, your approach.
I don't have an approach.
Stop lying.
No, like, you don't
No.
have
So how did Calvin approach you?
Oh, I was the one that approached him. Okay.
Okay, well, how did he take that? Because if you
all right,
approached him,
okay,
he
so
said
let's
it.
turn the
That's
tables.
it.
Wait. So you're telling me you never had an approach in your life?
Maybe little approaches like
Like what?
What about like when you were in high school?
Okay, so that's the same. I got an approach when I mean, not a good
Okay.
experience, but.
I mean, it's nothing crazy. I didn't like him though.
You've never
That's
had
what you
like
did.
any tutors?
No tutor. Sorry.
So teach it.
Like, I think that's my problem, that I'm approaching the guy. Because if you see, you know, Jaden's father, I approached him too.
So you take initiative.
Yeah, because
This.
I take
Girl
initiative. I
power.
started to take
Yes.
more initiative after my relationship went downhill, my first relationship. So I was like, you know what, maybe if I just take the initiative and I choose who I want to date or
Yes.
who I want to be with or who I, you know, maybe
That's your
the
choice.
outcome would be better.
And how was that?
It wasn't better. It was the same thing. Like, you know, we said earlier in the beginning, it's always beautiful after a few months. It's just
I think in
Yes, guys, it's true. The beginning is always beautiful.
yeah, those are the best. Like,
Hi.
We have a guest appearance. We have a guest appearance.
okay.
But your approach when you were in high school.
So it was this kid in my class. I think I was like a sophomore,
Okay.
you know, in high school. And he wanted to date me, but I looked at him like one of those weird, not to say it like that, but you know. So, you know, I gave him a chance, you know, we dated and
Oh, so you did give him a chance.
I gave him a chance even though
Oh,
I
what was
didn't.
his approach?
I don't remember. I think he told somebody
Oh,
and they came and told me.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
You can pass
I
her
really
no.
don't-
No.
Yes or no? Yes
I
or
really don't
no?
remember.
Check
Yes
it.
or no?
Or maybe. Or like my son says, do you
Remember
think
that,
I'm
right?
weird?
Yeah.
My son writes that, everybody.
So
Like,
cute.
we have a guest appearance, y'all.
Say hi.
Say hi to the camera.
Say hello.
Look what he did.
Come.
Say subscribe. Say subscribe to the camera right there. Look. Say subscribe. He's
Being
looking
shy.
at- Oh, he found it.
Being shy.
Say hi, subscribe.
Say hi.
Okay, so after that approach, it was going fine. It was like, okay, it's not that bad. But then once I sat down and I think we went out somewhere to eat, that killed me right there.
Wait, what is this?
Oh, I can't wait to talk about pet peeves.
Yeah.
Peeves.
I felt like he was eating like he never ate before.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. And then he had you know what he did in school one day? You know those little apple juices?
Yeah.
No. This guy had the big mots. And he was like, I was like, oh no, that's gross.
You wanna make
From that
sure
day, I told him, that was it. I was like, listen, I can't be with you. Sorry. Because, yeah, applesauce. I
So
was
that's
like,
a different topic that we can also
can't,
talk
I
about.
can't. I
You know,
can't
what
do it.
discusses us
Pet
about
peeves.
men or
Pet
boys
peeves.
or yes.
I like the fact that she
Gave it a chance.
Gave it a chance.
Yeah, that's why I was
and
like,
she
what
didn't
she did.
judge based on what she felt like, even though she knew it was gonna work out.
And he was
Because something
never,
in her to know. Because I feel like you know. You know when something.
but I gave it a chance.
we're gonna be posting our IG on the bottom for Michelle, Shanika, Diana, and Mary Lou.
No, stop lying, man.
Oh, she's
LaQuasia.
Don't approach her. At all.
at all.
Don't approach her.
So guys, thank you for watching the video. If you have any comments, any questions,
And don't come for us either.
yeah.
This is our first time.
Don't add us.
Our first time, so you know, we take any
Constructive criticism.
Constructive.
No judging.
criticism.
Constructive.
If you have questions
Or even experiences.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Leave us
Post
questions
down
if you want us
below.
to answer questions.
Yes.
Leave it down below. Because
Definitely.
we definitely want to do more of this fun day. What?
Fun
Fun
Friday.
Friday.
Girl talk.
Yes.
Girl talk.
Give us more stuff to talk about.
Yes, if you want, you can comment below and on different topics, different subjects that you would like us to, you know, make a video.
If you want me to
of.
lick her nose.
Yes, perfect. I like the licking part.
Oh gosh.
Here we go with freaky talk. Freaky Friday.
I might leave that.
Next week, Freaky Friday.
Yes, I'm gonna be posting more videos on different talks, girl talks, fun Fridays.
We're gonna try to get a guy in here, so you know.
Definitely, yes. We're
I'm gonna try to get a guy in.
Again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I had an amazing talk, an
Yes, I
amazing
did
time
too.
with all my ladies. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Mary Lou. I love you, girls. And please follow us on IG. Give us an opportunity. Look, you know, whatever you guys want to post.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Yes, guys, show some love and I will show some love back. Yes. I need to eat a cracker. Hold on.
Polly, want a cracker?
Thank you. We love you.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Muchos abrazos.
Hit the
Gracias.
notification button.
Yes, hit. Use that finger.
And don't forget to go to the description box below.
Yes, thank you so much. Ciao. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Adios. Ciao.
Later.
Besos, girls. Mwah. De que con mucho amor.